Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to take a few minutes to update you on the status with regards to small cohorts. By now, I'm sure that you've heard about the new guidelines if you watched last week's update. The new guidelines allow small group cohorts to have students return back to campus, no more than 14 in a cohort. However, what does that mean for our teachers who are teleworking? As of now, we have given the district a demand to bargain letter, and we are working on what the process will be in terms of the students coming back. You should have by now received information from your principals regarding what students you want to target coming back at your school sites. Now, each school site is going to be different. I've heard from many school sites that many of you will be required to come back on campus now. And although we cannot stop this district from having these small cohorts, we can, as usual, have the right to bargain the impacts and effects on what these small cohorts will do for our teachers. So, again, what does that mean for you that are teleworking? Some of you guys have asked because you have concerns regarding health issues, or you're a caretaker of someone who has a health issue, or simply that you have children. So let's start with the people who have health concerns and or caretakers of people with health concerns. As part of what's called the interactive process under ADA, all employees are entitled to go through an interview with the district under what's known as the interactive process. We are asking at this time that if you qualify to go through the interactive process, so anyone with an underlying health condition, or anyone who's a caretaker of someone with an underlying health condition, you qualify under ADA for a reasonable accommodation. Those meetings need to be set up with the district. You also need to get a note to turn into the district and start filling out the form to go through the process. We are asking as a union that if you are one of those people who's going to set up a meeting with the district to go through the interactive process, that you contact our CTA staff person, Brian McNally, so that he can be in those meetings with you. Again, if you're going to go through the interactive process, please sign up your meeting with the district and have Brian, our CTA staff person, Brian McNally, in those meetings with you. We would like you to have some support there so that you understand the process and your legal rights and obligations. Again, his information is found in our link connected to this email. So if you have any questions regarding the process, you can always email him. And again, if you sign up with the district to make an appointment, please make sure that you include Brian McNally on all emails for that appointment. Lastly, let's talk about those people who have issues with childcare. Again, the district knows that this is a need that we're going to have, and currently they are working through the process to figure out what is going to happen with those children. At this time, we have no answers for those people who are teleworking with childcare. I'd like you to remember that you do have options if the district decides that they cannot accommodate us who have children. You have an option to take the leave, FFCRA leave, that we talked about originally before we decided on workplace choice. That leave entitles you up to 12 weeks paid leave, but again, it's at 2/3 the rate of what you would normally get paid. So you have information on that we've given out before. So again, that is an option if you decide that you need to take leave under those accommodations for childcare. Lastly, if you take any sort of leave, you have to understand that this impacts your STRS and your retirement. So if you are going to take leave, we are advising that you contact STRS so that you better understand how this affects your retirement. Again, it will affect your retirement. How it'll affect your retirement is not an answer that we have, so it's something that you will need to get a hold of STRS for. So if you have any questions, please read all the attached material to this email, including the small cohorts limits. There's a Q&A that allows you to understand what exactly the small cohort limits are. There's also some information on the ADA interactive process, and you should have received an email to all employees from Dennis regarding the interactive process. Make sure you read, know your rights and responsibilities. And again, if you're gonna schedule that meeting with the district to go through the interactive process, we are asking that you schedule it in coincidence with our CTA staff person, Brian McNally. Again, his email is attached to this email. Lastly, Contact STRS if you plan on taking any sort of leave, because it does affect your retirement. Again, as always, if you have questions, please email any one of our executive board members. Thank you for your time.